Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. I just want to point out, before we do anything else, that I'm one deed away from being able to do anything with this. So, I think with that, this week, we are going to head into the Weald. And I've already taken a look at the rewards offered, and I like the idea of another moon cloak. I'd still like to get a party ready and equipped. Although now, ready and equipped for a dark run specifically, although now the characters I wanted to do that have sort of crossed the gulf between level 4 and level 5, as Villain is one of them. So I also think I might want to get some of our level 4 characters over that gap as well, and get them into the champion dungeons with everybody. This sort of serves both of those purposes. We could pick up another moon cloak to help out, as well as run a veteran mission with, like, Poussin, Mandeville, and then I think maybe Port and Burci. Normally I haven't mixed and matched levels this much, like between straight level 3 and level 4 characters. It's just a level 3 dungeon. If anything, I think our first two characters are going to be a little overpowered for it, and that should be fine. We don't exactly have a dedicated healer, but I figure between Divine Comfort and Battlefield Medicine, we should be okay. Everybody's got some trinkets equipped, so I think that should do it. We'll go ahead and pop over to our provisioning screen, and of course we have a ton of our inventory space taken up by dog treats and potent salves. So let's see. Medium mission, to me that means 24 food. We are going into the Weald, so I'm thinking 4 shovels are worthwhile. And then something like that. We actually find quite a few torches when we go into the Weald usually. And it needs both bandages and anti-venom, just kind of depending on which curios we encounter. There are also bodies to find. Speaking of bodies to find, well, we can only do 4 on a stack, huh? I would almost like to bring more shovels. Okay. Well, I tell you what then, we'll just do one of each of these. The holy water will probably not even come into play. Speaking of which, let's just not do the holy water. Hopefully we can burn some of the potent salves fairly quickly into this quest. We spent about 5,000 gold on it. That seems to be enough. We should get plenty of reward back in order to offset that, so I'm not too worried. Anytime we have the start mission with lots of stuff in our inventory, they have a potential to go like really lopsided in how quickly we need to use them. Like they're not spread into the first, second, and third of the dungeon. Alright, well, no introductory narration. However, this is about the easiest dungeon layout we could possibly have asked for. It is just a giant straight curving line. We are literally moving down the old road. So without further ado, we'll get started, and we do at least get an excuse to use some of this stuff right off the bat. Eerie spider webs need bandages. Protects our hands and gives us some loot in return. And then beast carcasses need medicinal herbs. We get food back out of that? Indeed we did. Okay. Well, that was a pretty... Okay, never mind. I was going to say that was a pretty straightforward hallway. Of course, we then immediately ran into something else. Is the revenge worth it? Probably not. His accuracy is 92. With a 79% chance to hit this. We'll go for it. 8 damage isn't exactly great. Ugh. And that's kind of nasty. I'll tell you what. Hound's Harry here. Get a little bit of bleed on her, and then add in a dose of blight. So she's going to be taking 6 per turn. She'd die in 3. That is probably not going to be worth it. Worth waiting 3 turns anyway. Nope. Actually kind of like that debuff, and he is unholy. That should make him a little bit less fearsome for us, although right now they're just targeting our sanity more than our health. Maybe they know something that we don't. Alright, he's gonna take 4 more. That was kind of annoying. Another howl. Huh. They've made virtually no motions to actually injure me. Down to 11, taking 6 per turn. You know what? Let's just do this. If I could get the stun, she'll take 2 rounds worth of damage before she can act again, which will dispatch her. And then I can just worry about this guy. And then he's gone. Awesome. Why not? Just gonna try a little bit of buffing up this turn in case it ever ends up mattering. He's down 2 HP, she's down 2 HP. Could just self-heal. She could party heal. And then she's at full. Why not? We're just kind of wasting time at this point. And then there will be almost nothing to do. I kind of like just having revenge on. The decreased dodge just doesn't really matter. It sort of turns into a dump stat fairly quickly. We will go ahead and pop some torchlight though. And then emeralds. I like emeralds a lot. I like them more than citrine at least. We'll go ahead and drop that. And then get a move on. Alright, so not as uneventful of a hallway as I thought it was going to be. Okay, we did get a scout. I'm okay with scouts. We don't really have... I think the Houndmaster has a pretty decent chance. He's good. Yeah, he can do traps. I'm not sure entirely how scouting works, to be perfectly honest. Like, I know that there are... Ugh. Oh, man. Zoophobia. How could you be scared of beasts? You walk around with a Houndmaster, with a Hound as the Houndmaster. Okay. So, I know that, you know, there are skills that increase your chance of scouting, but I'm not entirely sure what the base is. It doesn't appear to be visible to us at all times. What do you look like? Blight can resist by 80. But I have a base of 120, plus another 50, and 190. So yeah, let's totally do that. And this big guy is both a human and a beast. You know what? This stands to be challenging enough. I would like to go ahead and just get the damage out there. Also the... wonderful. The added inventory slot is not forgotten either. I hate you and your reign of blights. Okay. Vulnerability curses.
Really about to break.
I wouldn't say we were that dazed from the 3 damage that we took. I mean, sure, it stung a little bit, but I don't know about dazed. Alright, poison spores, and it missed. You just keep that tree trunk to yourself. We won't have any problems.
Dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah. I mean, 10 is fine, but right after a turn where we did 30, it didn't seem so great. Oh no. Ugh, 19. Youch. Yeah, terrible strength indeed. Okay. We'll let the Hound rush him down. A little more bleed. Okay. He's already marked, so that effectively just didn't even matter. There's very little she can actually do to the front rank. I've just noticed this. Should probably consider her frontline blight skill to be better. 20, that takes him down to 9. He's getting 4 damage per turn. Wow. 0 each time. Yay. Okay. It's not actually 0, like, it heals some even when it pops up with 0. It just enjoys crushing our hopes and dreams by letting us believe that.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay. Again, we got citrine and some portraits this time. So I tell you what, we could get that. I think I'm going to take the citrine over the portraits For right now, at least. That is how my brain is thinking it's going to work out. This is an unlocked strongbox. We do not need a key for it. We've got a solar bracer with no space to put it in. And some more portraits. It's probably worth more than the citrine, even if sold. It is uncommon after all. And then I'll have to do it. So yeah, I would certainly enjoy an opportunity to use one of those potent salves before too long. And our leper here, Mr. Poussin, he got a little bit banged up in the last fight. Mostly due to a giant tree branch striking him in the chest. So 0, but you see that it does actually heal. It just enjoys making us feel like we're worthless and telling us that we healed for none. Ugh. So these guys do have 50% protection. So I'd say some bleed is in order. Very nice. And then... Ugh. So little you can do. So little you can do. I guess I could also consider swapping... I probably should do that. Swap with the Hound Master. In the third slot, she can use her incision. Okay, he is out of the fight. What about you? That'll do 4 to 8. We'll do 2 to 5. That'll also miss, so it won't really matter at all.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. Good dodges all around. Oh man. 6 and 4. Did get some more bleed though. The 6 per round that you're gonna take is quite nice, actually. You can do 5 here. Awesome. That should get rid of him on his next turn.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, and a little bit of gold. So let's go ahead and trade these guys. So if he can Hound's Rush and Hound's Harry from the back, and now she gains her Incision from the 3rd rank, I'd say that works out a little bit better. An old tree, which is going to need some anti-venom. Can't take the crests. I think I'm going to just have to leave the crests behind. It'll be okay. And we'll go ahead and pop a torch, find an empty room, and then an obstruction.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
A little bit of hunger. Looks like this is going to be one of those dungeons where we don't get to use any of the potent salves until fairly far in. We're almost halfway through, and we've yet to find a use for any of them. Oh, man. I'm not sure which I preferred, the fungal artillery or the crazed Gnasher being in that slot. Neither one of them is particularly nice to fight. That debuff should be pretty helpful right off the bat, though. And I think this time I'm going to go ahead and revenge. Over the course of the fight, I think the added damage will be worthwhile. Alright, good hit. Awesome. They were taking quite a bit of damage. If we could land like one more Plague Bomb back there, that'll basically sort these guys out entirely. Crit for 6 isn't terrible. The rabies isn't exactly great, though. And the additional 8 we're going to take from that is unacceptable. Let's go ahead and try this. Good, good. Now 6, he's going to die. She's at 11, and thank God that missed that time. At 11 and taking 6 per turn, she could stand to have a little bit more damage thrown her way. Oh, but she dodged it. She dodged it. Fine. We do not need to worry about the dog. Just take on the giant. And then she does get one more turn, but she'll die before she acts again. So at this point, it is only us versus the Blighted Giant. That I can deal with. He didn't like that mace. He didn't like it one bit. 54. Take an 8. Ugh. Oh man, I hate those things. This is like some of the worst mixing you up in the middle of the fight. Like, how did he confusion spore the Hound Master and then these two swapped? Can somebody point me at where that made any sense at all? Bleed here. Okay. Unfortunately, you are completely out of place to do anything of worth. And a dodge. Yeah, I've had worse than 12. I think I'll be okay with that. I actually think healing makes a bit of sense after a strike like that. Try for the stun. Yeah. Gonna take 7. Not quite gotten him down, but you know what? I think he's pretty dead. Yeah. He'll take 2 rounds before he can act again, so that is it for him. We can just then spend a turn or 2 healing ourselves back up. I think you are just going to have to swap, as there's no healing for you up front. And we'll just party heal for everybody else. Not really much you can do from there. And bye-bye, Mr. Giant. Wow.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. But at the same time, it's not overconfidence if you can actually back it up, right? Right. Medicinal herbs, I mean, not really something we need right now. I guess we're going to have to ditch both of these. Yep, it looks like it. And then we'll just move on again. On another torch. Kind of looking to just use up the torches, like maybe a little more frequently than I even need to. Just for
mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Once they finally run out, that'll be a good time for me to just let the torchlight get a little dim. And we'll gain some advantages and some disadvantages to doing so. We get another eerie spiderweb, so... Ooh, nice. It's uncommon. We don't really need this item, though. What else could we toss? I guess, for 1 bandage, it's probably worth it. We'll go with that. I do think we're going to go ahead and camp in this very next room. We might have a fight. We might not have a fight. Who knows? But either way... Scouting. Awesome. It's actually kind of helpful. Well, scratch that. That tells us we can expect smooth sailing for another hallway and room combo. Okay, a little bit of hunger. I am getting worried about the stress. That was the reason I was suggesting camping. Do I still want to do it? Another scout. You know what? I say we push on. I think our lives are more important than the space made for treasure. And it would be a little bit premature, I think, at this stage to need to camp. Okay. Awesome. And we were able to use one of the potent salves for an infected corpse anyway. So that basically solved the problem that the camping was intended to solve. Let our Hound Master take care of a trap for us. Fantastic. Actually gained a little bit of stress relief just for that, which is pretty awesome. He works on
Packs
that.
laden with loot
Man,
are often low on supplies.
it's like they're calling for the grave robber to be here, as we're finding nothing but grave robber trinkets in the Weald. Stashed heirlooms, nothing we're going to be able to do with that. I'll just toss them again. We're pretty good on crests, all things considered. Why not? I was thinking about whether or not to do a torch before walking in, but I think we'll be okay one way or the other. Did get a surprise, though. That's quite nice. So we'll just get to bashing right off the bat. Stack a little bit of bleed on everybody before they're able to act as well. I'm a-okay with that. And I think I'm going to take the opportunity for him to buff his damage prior to doing anything else. Easy blight. Good, good. Oh, we could do another one. Even better. These guys are taking 10 damage per turn. Youch. Alright, we're just going to leave them to their own devices at this point. I don't think there's any way we kill before they're able to act at least one time. But we can instead just focus on the giant. Get that debuff on him. That's a little nasty. We did resist the blight, though. That's extra nasty. The force of devilry. It'll be okay, though. It'll be okay. Alright. And we should be able to dismantle this guy pretty easily. 23 definitely helps. 34, oh, it's just taking a tiny bit of bleed. We basically just need to kill this guy. I do like the idea of stacking this debuff. Never mind, we won't stack anything.
Well
Crit
struck.
for 11. Wonderful. And that definitely helps. Man. And I don't think we haven't bled or been blighted one time in this entire dungeon, which is pretty fantastic. Kudos to everybody on that one. And we'll go ahead and just end it for him. That
These
death knell.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Deeds. I like deeds. I really do. I want deeds.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
How much do I want deeds? I think I want deeds that much. Yep. Yep. Another unlocked strongbox, and this time, just a little bit of gold. Okay. So I've used the last of our torches. We still have a campfire, though. Not exactly super frightening to be without them. It doesn't look like we're actually going to get our torchlight all that low naturally. We could force it down, but
The match is struck.
actually need to
A
reswap
blazing star is born.
it. Okay. Not too bad as hallway fights go. Nice. Especially when you start it like that. Alright, and she could just... Ooh, swing and a miss. I was gonna say she could just incise somebody, but not so much. Ooh. Let's just spread that. 1 to 2, 3 to 5. Let's go ahead and just miss. Let's go ahead and just miss. I was gonna say, let's go ahead and just try to kill one of them, as eliminating his ability to act is probably gonna be more worthwhile. But, yeah, that didn't exactly work like I wanted it to, now did it? Oh, come on. He's got so little HP. Now, I'm going to attack the other one because he hasn't acted yet. So if I have any chance to get a kill to prevent an action... No, I was 1 HP short. Alright, no big deal. They'll both easily fall this turn. He's going to bleed out if nothing else, so I'll just use this opportunity to do a little bit of healing. Spread the love. And then he dies. Very nice. Very nice.
A trifling victory,
Hey, who are you calling
but a victory
trifling?
nonetheless.
Oh. So much stuff. I think I'm going to have to ditch the 250 gold. We do still have 1 shovel.
Finding
Nice.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Rubies are wonderful. I really, really like them. I'm going to try to eat a stack of food to make that happen. Deeds rather, are nice, but I think we're going to have to say no to 3 of them. We'll get in here. And we'll just push on. Another fight coming right up. We'll probably let our light level get down. We could like camp in the next room, or maybe we camp as we finish the dungeon and just de-stress everybody. We'll have to see. Her incantations are certainly not going to help. You can bleed 2 of these guys. I'd say that's worth it. And for the third... Doesn't have a lot of great options here. I hope that was worth it. Like 5 to her. Nice. Mr. Skeleton didn't last very long. And finally we get a little bit more. Oh, there was... I did actually use a bandage. I remember that now. So we got bled twice in this entire dungeon. I'd say that's pretty good, all things considered. Could end up a lot worse. He is dead. Not a lot she can do from back here. Especially if everybody misses. But Port won't let it end like that.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I like gold. I mean, I really do like gold. I guess it's hopefully... I mean, it's more worth it than the jade we have right now. And again, we'll have to say no to a few more deeds. We do need to sort all of this stuff out, though. Okay, there we go. Find a sack with some more gold. We're already at a full stack again. Some left luggage. Valuables inside. 1,000 gold. How do I say no to 1,000 gold? I could toss my campfire. I'm actually going to do gold instead of crests. I think I've got enough crests to do everything I need back in town. It's other heirlooms we're missing anyway. Let's not linger. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. Okay. And we've got a trap, and then I'm hoping some opportunity to use these salves right away. No, another torch. Yeah, why not? Keeping it like a middling light level. I do believe we used up all of our antivenoms, yeah. And that one was just poison. Okay. So it's gonna be down to the very last room. Oh, and we're out of shovels. I am a dum-dum. Alright, well that's fine. We can get through these guys, especially if we surprise them. And... you know what? I'll just focus this guy with the... we'll go with some Hound on Hound action there. And then again, I think revenge is worthwhile in the long run. Somebody could run the math on that. Like, how many times do I really need to hit? It's going to take 4. Why not? So that'll get rid of him next turn. Awesome. Hand of Light. For the debuff, just so his tree branches don't hurt quite so much. And then everybody focus the Blighted Giant. 13. Alright. The little dog goes down before being able to do anything. I'm pretty okay with that. You know what? I'm thinking another... let's see if we can stack the debuff this time. Minus 50. Awesome. Poison Spores isn't exactly what I was expecting or debuffing for, but we did resist it. Alright. We'll do a little bit of damage of our own. 1. 28. He's taking 4. Need to do 20 damage. Ugh. So we should die next turn, I would say. I don't think he's going to get another swing at us. Oh, especially if we do some things like that. 11 and 4. Yeah, we need to hit him like 1 time, basically. Yeah, we need to hit him 1 time like that. Alright then.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
The game is too kind. It gives me an opportunity to redeem myself. And just hands me a shovel. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. You know what? You know what? What is worth dropping here? 1,000, 1,000. No. We'll go with Solar Bracer left behind. We'll ditch the rest of that. And then get a shovel to take care of the Thorny Thicket. And right on the other side we can potent salve. Awesome. Alright, now we've got all the inventory space we would ever need. Of course, we've dumped thousands of gold already. Yeah, that sounds about right. And the final Beast Corpse is in the final room. Oh, and I forgot to reorganize these guys. I am a silly, silly man. You know, it's probably worth it to move. Oh, wow. Please don't dodge everything I throw at you. That would be terrible. Like, really terrible. Oh, man. This is why I hate Gnashers. Between their huge dodge, their damage over time, it's just... ugh. They get annoying very quickly. I almost, like... I have trouble trying to justify attacking them directly, and prefer to keep area of attack things thrown at them. You know, like, at least Hughes and Hound's Harry's, things where, well, at least if I miss the Gnasher, I don't completely waste the attack. That's kind of my thinking there, usually. Maybe a little bit flawed, but hey, it's mine. Alright. Not too bad. And he'll die, so she might as well just attack there. Didn't dodge it that time, did ya? Haha. And we'll go ahead and Hound's Harry across all three. Nice. These guys are taking a considerable amount of damage. I'm going to take this turn to Revenge, as an attack would be basically worthless. And then she could play Grenade again. Suddenly my good luck with not getting damage over time on my own guys ran out this battle. Alright, and they'll each get one attack, but that will be it for them. This fight is over. Yep, I think my concentration is totally okay to lapse. Rain of Blight. Meh. We resisted. Basically all there really is to do at this point, like, I don't even need the healing. So, I'm just going to try for critical strikes. And I might get some stress reduction because of it. So I'm looking at highest base crit chance for each of these attacks, and I'm just using whichever one has the most chance for landing a critical strike. Like that. See? Took away 8 stress. Ugh. And it's probably just Incision is all she can do, really. No crit, but hey. Things have been worse.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Indeed. We've got plenty of treasure. We'll go ahead and continue this adventure and pop a
Circle
campfire.
in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Hey, let's see here. Anybody? He picked up some diseases. Yeah. You know what? We'll try that. Awesome. It removed the blight and both of the diseases. Wow. That is a real cost saver you have there. Remove 25 stress. Take it off of him. And then we could quarantine. Take HP damage, but remove stress from everybody. And then for 2, I think that's all that we would really have. Yeah, why not? Go ahead and chant. Oh, it's just one companion. Silly me. Nobody is really religious, I don't think. He is religious. I never knew that before. Alright, well then, that will do it. We come out of this with 15, 22, 2, and 22 stress. I'd call that a success. There's no reason to even actually rest and risk being ambushed. We'll just depart the dungeon here. Alright, so our rewards, about 17,000. Kind of light on any heirlooms this time. We did pretty well here. Beast Hater seems appropriate. The Black Plague is gnarly. Irrepressible replaced Unholy Slayer. I kind of liked Unholy Slayer. Eagle Eye for crit unranged is worthless, and it replaced Ruin Scrounger. Too bad. Although Mandeville does become level 5, which is awesome. Poussin is 1 XP away. Lame. Come on, Poussin. What are you waiting for, man? Just put on your big boy britches. Become level 5.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Oh, yes, that hope in their eye. Mandeville is now level 5, and Malvolate sworn off liquor after a particularly bad night of drinking. We've all been there, Malvolate. Don't worry. You'll be back eventually. You'll have a little bit of time to swear off drinking, and then we'll get you all treated up and send you back to the bar in no time. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.